I dare you to go ghost. Not disappear forever, not vanish off the face of the earth. I'm talking about shutting out the world just for a season, just so you can lock in on you. And I know, bro, go ghost, it sounds extreme. It sounds like you're cutting everybody off, but that's not what I mean. I'm talking about silencing the noise. I'm talking about cutting the distractions, putting your life on do not disturb so that you can finally hear yourself again. Because if you've been feeling stuck, if you're in some type of slump, or like you're meant for more, but you can't seem to break through, this video is for you. You see, you don't need more motivation. You don't need another rise and grind quote, right? You need quiet. You need focus. You need to go ghost. And if you commit to this for just 30 days, I promise 30 days from now, you won't even recognize yourself. Bro, you ever feel like you're sprinting on a treadmill? Like you're sweating, you're grinding, you're hustling, but you're not actually going anywhere. That's what happens when your life is full of noise and all these distractions, right? That's the real enemy. Not the lack of talent, not the lack of resources, distraction. Every time you scroll aimlessly, every time you compare yourself to somebody else, somebody else's highlight reel, every time you let other people's opinions dictate your next move, you're feeding the algorithm and starving your purpose. See, going ghost isn't about being antisocial. It's about going internal. It's about hearing your own voice louder than the outside world. You see, we live in an attention economy, right? And if you don't protect yours, somebody else will rent it from you for free. See, going ghost, that's your way of taking your power back. It's turning off the static so you can finally tune into the signal. So let me keep it real, right? I used to think I was locked in, right? I post these motivational quotes. I'll tell everybody that I'm grinding, and I pull a few late nights working on my goals, but I was still checking my phone every 5 minutes. I was still letting every notification pull me out of my flow. I was still hanging around people who drained my energy. That wasn't going ghost. That was really just playing myself. I was just lying to myself, really. One day, though, I just hit a point where I couldn't take it anymore. I was feeling drained. I was feeling confused, like I was working harder but not seeing anything change. So at that moment, I decided for real this time, I'm going ghost. I cut off the extra noise. I deleted the apps that were eating my time. And I told certain people that I'm going to just have to link them in a month or two, right? Like, it just now's not the time. I'm locked in. So I would wake up earlier. I moved my body. I journaled. I prayed. I ate very clean. I stayed off the phone. And bro, within that first week, my head felt more clear than I've ever felt in my life, right? In that first month, I felt like a completely different person. And that's when I learned you can't hear your calling if you always got noise in your ear. So hear me when I say go ghost, I'm not telling you to throw your phone in the ocean or move into some cave or something. I'm saying create a sacred bubble around your life just for the next 30 days. Think about a boxer, right? When they go into training camp, before the fight, they completely disappear. They don't drink, they don't go to clubs, they don't do interviews, they're not doing any distractions. It's just the gym, the work, and the vision. Or picture yourself like if you were a seed in the ground, right? It doesn't grow under the spotlight. It grows in darkness. in silence. It grows underneath the soil. And then when it finally breaks through the surface, that's when you know it's ready. It's strong, it's unshakable. Bro, that's you. That's what you're building. So for the next 30 days, I want you to focus on three pillars: your mind, your body, and your spirit. See, when those three align, that's when you become unstoppable. So, how do you actually do this? Number one, identify the noise in your life. That might be your phone, it might be your ex, it could be certain people around you, it might be overcommitting yourself. Number two, replace it with something that builds you. If you delete the distractions, but you don't fill the space with anything positive, you're probably just gonna go back to the same old habits. That's what's gonna happen. So, number three is build those small, consistent habits. Don't try to be Superman day one. Don't try to take on the world, right? Start with 2 to 3 habits that you can actually commit to. Just like moving your body for 30 minutes, right? Reading 10 pages, journaling, whatever you need to do, but you just have to stay consistent because consistency beats perfection every time. Right now, I want you to think about your life. If you went ghost for 30 days, no extra noise, just you and the work, where would you be a month from now? Here's the wild part. When you go ghost, you start building evidence that you can trust yourself. You stop negotiating with your excuses and you start attracting peace, confidence, and vision. Not because you're out there like chasing them, but because you became the kind of person who lives in alignment. And blessings and provision follows alignment. And then people notice. They're going to start notice. They ask, bro, what's changed? Like, you look different. Bro, nah. See, you didn't just glow up. You grew up. Even right now. Personally, I'm training for a marathon. 26.2 miles up this mountain in LA, right? And I've got 20 weeks until race day. Actually, it's probably like 12 more weeks left. I've been training for 20 weeks. But this training, it's my version of going ghost, right? Early mornings, strict routines, locking in on my nutrition, saying no to things that pull me off track because I'm not just training my body. I'm training my mind to follow through on promises I make to myself. And that's what going ghost is all about. So if you're ready to take that step to go ghost for real, I built something to help you. It's called Unstoppable Nation. Inside, we run the Monk Mode Challenge. This is 30 days of eliminating distractions, building core execution habits, tracking your progress, and doing it alongside a community of people who are just as locked in as you. Because, bro, let's be honest. This journey is not easy and it's hard to do it alone. But with structure, accountability, and a team, you can't lose. So if you want to join, it's completely free. Just click the link in my bio and join us. But yeah, regardless, here's the challenge to you. Go ghost for 30 days. Let the world wonder where you went while you build in silence. And watch how loud your results get. Stay unstoppable.